So what's up, y'all? I'm just making this little video because I got a couple of things to say and I didn't feel like writing a post. I'm still recovering from my weekend skews and heels, my legs hurting, and then last night hanging out, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make a video so y'all can know how we're doing the video and the Patreon. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed already. The reason why we're moving to Patreon is not because I'm trying to take y'all $3. Nope, not at all. It's because astrology is not a closed practice. But it does take me a lot of time to do those astrology videos because I really do take my time and study, and I use the internet, of course, but I also use my books and I also use my own chart knowledge and things like that to try to break it down as much as possible to where we all can understand it. That's why it's called Ratchet Astrology 101. Because we just doing it our way. But that's the open practice. That's open knowledge. It's a tool, okay? Astrology is a tool. You know, I don't live my entire life. I have too many experiences with other things to live my entire life based on astrology. I don't live it based on religion either, but I live it based on intuition and my soul's intuition, and what I feel is right and what I feel is wrong and what sit well with me and what don't. I just feel like astrology is a very good tool because you can map it out in the stars. You know what I'm saying? They're there. The energy is real, you know. Like I always say, like, why would all those planets be up there if their energy wasn't affecting us or one another? And why do certain shifts and things feel like that and certain things prove to be true? Now, when it comes down to zodiac signs, you got a whole chart that you have a bunch of placements, like almost 65 different placements that you can have in your chart. You know what I mean? And possibly more, because I haven't got that far. You know, I'm at Ratchet Astrology, maybe 103. That's why we're only teaching 101, okay? But, there's other defining factors to people's responses and things like that. So I just use astrology as a general tool, you know what I'm saying, to discuss those type of responses, to discuss things that's going on in the world, including the things that's affecting us collectively, like the weird shit that's going on in the world right now that they not talking about. Because, you know, we got other more important things to talk about, apparently. But anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. And another reason why I am moving to Patreon is because a lot of the rituals and stuff that I want to do with y'all, it's a closed practice. Hoodoo, Santeria, all of that is a closed practice, okay? It's a closed practice, and the knowledge is meant to be passed between one another and down, okay? And there's a lot of things that I don't get a chance to get into in my videos because one is focused on astrology, yes, but all in all, it's spirituality. It's all tied together. So there are things that I want to talk about that, you know, I don't want to just put out there like that because it's closed practice, you know, and some things aren't closed practice, and there's just some things that I want to get more in depth and more things that I want to make videos about outside of astrology that I don't feel like I should flood my channel with. So this is a place for us to be spiritual, to us to work our conspiracy theories, for us to do rituals, for us to have private time because we know who's here, okay? We know who's here. We know who's in the room, and, you know, just closing off of that space and then putting a divider between the fakes and the people that's real. Not saying that if you don't subscribe to my Patreon, okay, you're not real. That's not what I'm saying at all, okay? I'm not saying that you have to be on my Patreon. That doesn't mean you're real. But I do need to filter out some of the people who just here just to watch and be disagreeable to what I'm saying. I don't need you to be here to disagree with me. I can go out in the world and find somebody to argue with right now on the street. Like, hey, this is how I feel, okay? The world is fake. The earth is flat. I don't know if the earth is flat or not. Because guess what? I can only be right here in this one spot. What I do know, the earth that I'm on right now, is I'm being oppressed, okay? I'm being oppressed by my government, okay? That I can tell you to be absolutely true, okay? So I don't like to get into a lot of different debates. I just, just look at the world. I see how I see it through my perspective. And generally, my perspective is I see it through the eyes of other people. So I feel like that's why I'm called to do this. So we have to make changes. We have to grow. There has to be growth. There has to be a time where you just weed it all out and separate it. Even with me with the social media, I'm ready to detach. I really am ready to detach. And, but this isn't my time to do that. That's just my response to growth, as I feel like I got to go into my cocoon and my shell. And it's because I realize when you don't do it in front of everyone, you do it better. And it's not it's like the concept of stage fright. You know what I'm saying? When you try to do it in front of people, you get nervous and you get anxiety and too many thoughts start going through your head. So when I need to do things, when I need to work on things that are important, I have the tendency to ghost and deactivate and just kind of go into my shell, go into my hole. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there are healthier ways to do it because, you just don't have people looking for you at your big age, okay? Just certain people, I don't care if you never know where I'm at. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Social media mixes these people together. Social media mixes the people together that should be there and shouldn't be there. And then, I've been having an issue with social media with my engagement. I don't want y'all men on my page like that, okay? That's not my goal. I don't feel like I post a bunch of thirst traps. I feel like I'm confident, but I don't feel like I post a bunch of thirst traps. And the problem what I'm having with my pages, now that, everybody can be a digital creator, I suppose, is when they show you your engagement and stuff like that, my audience is 75% men. But my engagement is not. They're not liking any of my posts. They're not engaging in any of my posts. They're not sharing any of my posts. They're just there, I'm assuming, and just waiting on me to post mass, I guess. But this ain't that type of page. So it makes me wonder, do I need a Patreon? Do I need an OnlyFans? I mean, what do you, these are the conflicting thoughts that I am having. This is how social media is making me feel that, you could really just show some ass and, really get these numbers up. But, 75% engagement. 75% audience and 0 engagement is crazy to me. So that's another reason why I go back and forth. But I'm going to still use them because I like to tag other people. I like to use them as the way to advertise, it's just a big ghetto magazine. And here we are reading it each and every chance that we get. I did find kind of deleting the app does take away from, because it's an instant gratification thing. You know what I'm saying? Social media is an addiction, and it's an instant gratification thing. And somehow seeing the app just makes you automatically click and scroll. So you open it and you just automatically start scrolling. You don't have to tell me. I do it. I know other people do it. I'm not ashamed. I don't care. This is the age that we live in. But when I know that there needs to be a limit, you just set the boundary. And when I delete the app, when I just can't click on it, I tend to go find something else to do. I usually probably end up putting my phone down. Usually when I go to pick up my phone and I think I'm about to click and open up the app and it's not there, I'll be like, you know what? I wasn't even about to do that anyway. I was really about to. And it helps me get through my day. And it's helping me be so much more productive. But we're moving to Patreon, Ratchet Astrology. So it's going to be the full moon in Leo video available tomorrow. And then I'm going to do a black candle ritual. We need to do some return to sender work, some releasing, some banishing. If it's something that you got to get rid of, we're going to get rid of it right now because, somebody got some creativity blocks. It's creativity blocks on my radar. Also, egg cleansing for those who have not done it before or have not seen it done, like a person do it with their body in it. You know what I'm saying? Explaining it to you step by step and giving you little tips and stuff like that for things to look for when you do it. We're going to do that because that's just a simple way to start with, just clearing negative energy, because a lot of the times the anxiety is coming from within. You think people are after you. You think people are coming for you. It's because you're really feeling some type of insecurity for yourself. Sometimes people really are, though. Let's not negate that. Let's not negate that sometimes people put their negative energy hooks just right on you, and that's it. And that's it. You can't figure out, you can't get this monkey off your back. But sometimes, most times, the anxiety is just coming from within our human selves. We're unaligned and it's causing some type of anxiety. We think people can see us because we're really going through something and we feel like we're hiding it. You know what I'm saying? So, egg cleanses is just always a good way to clear the energy, clear the aura. Okay, if somebody is on your heels or, trying to get their hooks on you, it's a way to detach all of that. It's a way for you to cleanse the negative energy that's coming from yourself. And then it's also a good way to cleanse the negative energy that somebody else might be trying to attach to you as well. And we also want to do banishment rituals. It's always, some things get weird, okay? Let's not negate that, okay? Yes, we are living a human experience. Yes, life as a human is hard, but sometimes shit be getting weird. Sometimes shit just be getting a little too weird. And it's just because somebody just constantly has their mind on you. I stay on that bitch mind. I got condos in that bitch head. Goddamn, I feel like I got a whole apartment complex in somebody else's. And it's just crazy. You just got all this negative energy focused on this person and you just want things to happen and they're actively happening and because they got their negative energy on you. So we want to do banishment rituals and we want to do protection rituals, all these things that we like to do during the full moon. So I'm going to be adding them to the Patreon as well. And then we're going to do that every other week. And then every week we can do just a big collective reading. And I mean in-depth, all the cards, no holds barred. So have a good day at work. Mom? Okay, the kids are popping out. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But I just wanted to let y'all know why we moving to Patreon. I will have it up tomorrow. I'm taking my time to try to get the stuff uploaded and get it working how it's supposed to. So bear with me. And again, thank you for anyone who subscribed to be a superstar for the low price of $3.33 a month. Giving you all this knowledge. And y'all keeping me active. Y'all keeping me busy. Y'all keeping me on my toes, making sure that I'm staying where I'm supposed to be spiritually, because who's holding me accountable? I gotta have somebody hold me accountable too. So if I'm doing it with the purpose of helping others, then I'm going to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I can't be telling y'all to do rituals. I'm not doing rituals. I can't be telling y'all to do yogas and stretches. I'm going to be adding just little random stuff that helps me get through this phase that we're in, because it's only getting worse. And then the other reason, I want to be able to freely talk about how I feel about religion as well. And that may not be accepted in a lot of circles because a lot of people still sleep. A lot of people is hollows, non-playable characters, NPCs, what the kids call them, whatever, robots, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of them out there. And we got to weed that out so we can work our way through that energy, because that does not mean because the world is whatever it's doing, that don't got nothing to do with you, because you come from a long line of people who made it through worlds crashing, okay? And we don't know how this is going to turn out. There's a lot of different things going on, and we just want to be able to talk about them in our own free space. And I do want to talk openly religion, want it to be openly talked about religion, because I want everyone to know that I'm accepting of whoever it is that you believe is the higher power, the highest of the high. Whoever you believe is the highest of the high, I want you to know that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? As long as y'all got no weird practices, you keep it to yourself, whatever. Because we gonna need all the help we can get. This spiritual war is not... Come on, man. It's 2023. How... We're not getting scared anymore of things. We're so desensitized. So in order to scare us, the tactics will get worse, okay? The tactics will get worse. That's the real spiritual war. I'm not talking about the demons. Yes, everybody is running around. The people who are running around here on demon time, that's what the culture is right now. That's what ruined the culture, I believe. Just everybody running around on demon time, just actively doing bad shit. What do you think that's going to do? What do you think that's going to do? But we don't need entities. We don't need these ghosts and goblins. No, fuck that. It's the people. The people are the problem. The people, baby. The peoples is the problem, okay? So when you're dealing with people, who actively choose to be a problem, then you're dealing with negative energy, you're dealing with evil, the devil, or who else, and whatever evil you want to call it, okay? My only concern is what are you going to do with your life before you enter into outer darkness, okay? Whatever death, hell, whatever you believe in. I don't really care about where you think you're going or where you think we came from, okay? We all need to understand something. We're here. In this shit, okay? We're here in this shit. And we gotta be in this shit together. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's it. That's all. So, if you believe in, spirituality and different holistic practices and stuff like that, and a lot of what they call new age spirituality is really not new age, it's just newly revealed, newly got back because they had it when, we ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, any of those type of things, I'll be doing a lot of those different things on my channel. Yoga, meditation, get my girls to teach me some things about some crystals, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about that, Reiki healing, all of those things, all of these things that we are diving into to really fortify us in the spiritual warfare that we're going to have against people. Quit looking for a devil to show up and all this illustrated, animated stories. No, it's going to show up in people, okay? It's already showing up in people. It has always shown up in people. But they paint these animated fantasy pictures. No. So anyway, I probably should have made this into a live. It turned out being like 17 minutes long. I don't even feel like I've been sitting here talking for 17 minutes. But anyway, I love y'all. And again, thanks for subscribing to the Patreon. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. If that's going to be a problem for you, I know I'm not saying like, oh, it's only $3 because, baby, trust me, I'm still having days where $3 could make or break whether I overdraft my account or not, okay? If I pay this bill and it's more than what's, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it real, okay? I'm trying to keep it real. People working on their finances, if that's not something you want to do, that does not mean that no knowledge will be available to you. But, it's just certain perks with the Patreon that, that I'm going to offer as a thank you for people, making that sacrifice with the $3.33. But I'll still do mini videos for the YouTube for free. I'll still do mini readings on the lives and stuff like that. We just trying to get stuff in order and make sure that we just growing. It's just time to grow. Ratchet Astrology, we've been doing it for over a year now. Almost 2 years. Maybe, is it 2 years? It's been 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. Or 1 year and a half. I don't know. Whatever. It's been over a year. When did we do Ratchet Astrology birthday? We didn't do no Ratchet Astrology birthday video, I think, in November. But we did one in November of 2021. Did I start in 2020 or 2021? Now I gotta go back and look at the dates. I want to say 2020 because of the pandemic. And, I was just like, it's a good time. We're on lockdown. And then 2022, I feel like I did 1 year with Ratchet Astrology. And then 2022, whatever. Anyway, however long you've been rocking with me, thank you. So the videos will be up on the Patreon tomorrow, hopefully by about 5 p.m. I plan on doing the egg cleanse, because I'm going to do one with my husband. And we're going to talk about that too, because I got other stuff I want to talk about. I want to talk about like trauma triggers and stuff like that, and how I am, just now adjusting to some things, and how when things hurt you, how they can really affect you in ways that you don't even realize, and how you project that stuff. But anyway, we're going to have us a good old conversation, and thanks for watching this video that was not supposed to turn into this long video. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.